Reiner loved this place. And he ended up buying it the September before he died to make sure that me and the kids would be okay. So this place isn't just my little house. It's really a sanctuary for memories, and his spirit really does linger. He was the kind of person that didn't say much, but when he did, it was usually something important and something profound.
Well, I went to the corner till my feet got soaking wet.
Well, Reiner was kind of a Zen master without practicing Zen.
Yeah, I went to the corner till my feet got
He had
soaking wet.
broad smile. It would literally brighten the room.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do me like you done Potion.
Reiner was born in East Berlin in 1951.
In Berlin, I played the accordion. I would kind of hang out on the street and play the accordion to this large apartment complex, and people used to throw down nuts and money and things, and that was my start in show business. And I was a sucker for people throwing money at me.
His mom and dad fled Berlin. I think he was 4 when they came to the United States. And they ended up in Chicago. And that's where they stayed, and that's where Reiner grew up.
I played a little bit in Chicago, but mostly garage, beer drinking, pot smoking, funny kind of bands, you know.
Growing up in Chicago absolutely influenced his music. And there's something that he wrote. When he was little, he heard the sound of a dobro and then went looking for that sound ever since.
Rudy with a flashlight, playing out in the yard.
He set out on a road adventure with 2 of his friends when he was 21. They stopped in Colorado and they were on their way to California, swung by Tucson, and never left.
I started playing what might be called professionally here in Tucson when I got here in '72. How and I started this little group called Giant Sand.
I'd seen this guy, Reiner, his name appearing in a flyer of the Basement Cafe. And when I saw his name, it just, you know, it was kind of like maybe a smoke from a future fire. I was curious to meet this guy. I didn't know anything about him. I came in and he invited me right up to play the piano, and the piano faced the wall, so him and I bonded by playing for 45 minutes in the key of G.
Every now and then, I get an idea.
This allowed me and Reiner to have a proper introduction to each other. So we gave each other so much information by not saying a word.
I say, what the hell was I thinking? That.
From that point on, it just felt like I had found my older brother. He was 24 at the time, I was 19.
The first time I met Reiner, our friend Hal took me to a little bar called Bogey's, and it was up on Stone Avenue. It was a little dive bar with a pool table, and there was maybe 5 people in there. And he was in there playing his steel guitar, and he had this big French braid in the back, and I was floored. By 1980, I had moved in here, and I had a son already. The 2 of us moved in here, and I've been here ever since. We had Rudy in 1984, and I remember when he was born, Reiner came out of the hospital and he looked around at people and thought, how could anybody just be doing their regular life when I've just witnessed this miracle?
So it's nice to see so many of you faces out here.
He decided it was more important for him to eke out a living at home and not leave the family behind. So he didn't tour very much.
It's called the backslider blues and goes kind of like this here.
He really loved the blues. He loved the blues.
Blues has never been a stagnant thing for me, and I've always tried to push the envelope of what that music means, and it's always impressed me that the music is fresh and meaningful when it's done right.
Come on, Savior, save me. Take a hold of my hand.
I love that song, Don't Know Why.
Don't know why, don't know why, love you so.
That song, you know, I was probably badgering him early on in our relationship about, you know, why would you love someone like me, or why do you love me, or I need proof.
I should have a reason.
And he wrote that song, and it's so sweet. It's so sweet.
I will give you one, yeah, but there's more.
And then we have Lily in 1995. That was an absolute miracle having our Lily. She was 3 months old when Reiner had his first seizure. He got up that morning and he was just really like lingering, and it had been raining and there was puddles out there, and he was singing to Lily and just really taking his time getting out the door to go down to the Chicago store, and he was going to ride his bike.
He was going underneath the old 4th Avenue underpass, and he had collapsed on the bike. So he was at the hospital, and that's when they did a few more tests and they discovered he had this smoky-shaped tumor in his brain.
It looked like mist. It looked like kind of like smoke. When he finally came to, he was speaking in numbers, basically. Like he'd lost the speech and couldn't play guitar. But he relearned it and started talking again.
My main thing now is to just get well enough to remember my material and bring back the songs that I wrote and be able to play them again.
There's no better remedy, I mean, to get them playing and to talk to each other that way.
When he started kind of coming back and realizing what he was going through, he had a euphoria about him. He had just like this spiritual glow about him.
Hi, Lily. Come on. Let's get up here. Yes. You want a cookie?
He and the kids, but specifically the baby,
Come on.
just basically stared at each other for the next few months, you know what I mean?
Did he get you?
Be my toe.
He was in remission, and we went to Silver City to open up because he was opening up for Greg Brown.
It's not even on record.
And it was this little gig in this old hardware store, converted it to a bar.
No, it's not. How come I can't see the little light?
Because it's too bright out.
Oh.
And he'd forgotten his songbook.
Hello, everybody. It's great to see each and every one of you here. Even though the room is a little small, it's better to be tall.
And he gets up on stage and he doesn't have his book, and he's just this blank stare.
He was getting confused, a little frustrated and confused.
But he pulled it off, and he sang, and he played, and he did it, and it was forgetful, but the audience loved him, and it was so beautiful.
Got his own. He's got his
And there was something about that I knew. My soul knew, my gut knew that he was not gonna make it.
Let's get you and the sunset. That is so beautiful. I got her. I got her again.
Yeah, but who thought you were going to get cancer, right?
Right, I thought I was gonna die.
Who thought you were going to make it?
No, you know what? To be honest, I didn't think I was gonna die because I had good friends like you.
Throughout any of the hardships you're apt to go through, he would have made them all easier. So there's that. And it would be really fun to be in our 60s together. He'd be showing me how to turn 70 soon. Could use that information.
And in my arms now, I can feel my baby, and it's as good as I've felt lately. Oh, Lily, I love you. Don't know how I ever.
Fame, he didn't go chasing it. He was settled in who he was, and it really was all about love for him.
The lessons that you get from facing death and having to explain it to yourself on the other side after you've touched that place. It means that there's nothing else in the world that matters except love. It's the only reason we're here. No other reason. I feel strongly about that.